So that's why you needed it.
Okay, so he's going to give us the ultimate something. It's going to make somebody laugh.
Yes. So now you know the ultimate joke.
Okay, but we don't know the ultimate joke. He knows it. I don't know it.
No, the hero knows it.
The hero knows it.
It's a typical country breakfast.
It has been my custom to sometimes go over to the center of the town and sit by the staff, yeah. I fell asleep there the other afternoon, and I had the most wonderful dream.
What's it? Bubbles?
I dreamed my daughter was playing in the flowers, the daffodils, actually. I held her in my arms, and she said that you brought her there. She said you should visit the staff when night falls. And then the dream faded, and I awoke.
Wow.
Oh, it was so good to hold my child again, even if it was only in a dream. Still, you could try to visit the staff some night. The dream could have been important.
Aha, I see.
I often have dreams I can see Tanya again. Oh, I know she must be alive somewhere. I can feel it.
But is she really?
Bella, enough!
We haven't even seen her, though, so I don't know.
I'm sorry, but Bella cannot accept that our child is dead.
It is you
I'm
who
not
are
dead
wrong,
yet.
Yuri. You have given up hope.
We will speak of this later, Bella. Why don't you go see what's burning in the kitchen?
I will take off my belt and be the... No,
Tanya
she's the one in
was my
charge.
beautiful
She'll be
daughter.
taking off her belt.
She was
It'll
lured
be the
away
other way
from here
around.
one night 2 years ago, and no one has seen her since.
She is gone forever, Bella.
Shut the hell up.
No, I will never believe that. I know someday she will return, and my dreams will come true.
Yes, someday the dreams will come true.
My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add.
She went
My
back in the sun.
grandmother used to say that the staff was from the mage Irana, that it was Irana's final gift to Mordavia when she died.
Do we get to pull that staff out?
I only know that you should visit there at night sometime. Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there.
That has never happened yet.
My grandmother used to tell stories about Irana, how she was part fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Okay.
Wives' tales.
Yeah, we slept there. We
They
know.
are true. Somewhere in the forest lies Irana's garden.
No, wait a minute.
My
We have been in
grandmother
Irana's
used
garden?
to visit
Yeah.
there sometimes before the
Right,
woods
going
got
to-
too dangerous to travel in. My grandmother told me how very beautiful the garden was and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
You've had to leave the house and
No,
leave
Bella.
the kitchen.
It is too dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there.
You know, you
You'll
could have been the
see.
big man. You're a pretty big man. They could walk together to the outside of the town.
I'm
Just a
fine,
thought.
thank you very much. I just wanted to tell you about my dream because I was certain you would know of such things. You know, dreams have important meanings, right?
Bella, he does not need to listen to such nonsense.
It is for
Again,
him to
shut
decide
up.
if it is nonsense or not, Yuri.
That's right. Now you shut up. Hey, we had an instant we could have used. My
There are
instant.
supposed to be domovoi in most houses in Mordavia. They bring good luck as long as you don't try
We
to
know what
harm them.
domovois are.
The
Can we see the
domovoi are
domovoi?
creatures of legends, although I have never seen one.
Is your watch telling you to stand? It is time to stand and stretch. One time I was like in a meeting. No, we can't have that going on.
Oh, I had a dream last night about my lost daughter, Tanya. I awoke suddenly and had difficulty getting back to sleep. Other than that, I am well.
You're one candy away from the perfect 4...
2 years ago,
Or
Tanya
is
was
it
thrown
Ivy?
from her bedroom one night. There was no sign of what happened to her. There were
You could
rumors
duct
that
tape the
gypsies
phone
had
to
stolen
Pickles.
Tanya
It
away,
might,
but when they vented their camp,
Ivy.
I found no
I couldn't. I don't know how to say the other Tyrannosaur.
The
Can I
gravedigger
duct?
mentioned that
Hang on.
several times he saw a huge monster near her window at night. That is all I know of the matter. We both miss our daughter very deeply.
Okay, don't click it. Okay. So can I duct tape my phone to Pickles and make him play fetch? Well, what do you think, Edenway? Think a cat's going to appreciate that and play fetch?
In the folk tales of this region, we've always spoken of those beautiful maidens who seek to drown whomever comes near.
No, the
I do
results
not
is gone.
know if the results are real or not. But they
yeah.
make
Have you ever
good
taped his
stories.
paw? No, you know this is cruelty to animals, isn't it? But take the tape that doesn't pull their hair out and tape their paws and watch them walk. Why walk anyway? When I was young and innocent and maybe a tad bit ignorant, I used to take my pink foam hair curlers, like the ones that have the clip that you lift and then you curl the cat's hair with it. She had really long hair, was able to do it, but it wasn't exactly something I endorse or recommend at this
We
time.
do not like to speak of such things in Moldavia.
Definitely not
It is
Chloe.
considered bad luck. There have been always rumors of vampires around here, though.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Kitty. So part of the reason why Chloe climbed the tree is because we found in a box the Christmas cat cap for cats, and we put it on her, and
One thing you can say about
we put it on her, and she was very mad. So we have a feeling it was retribution for
Rest
me
in peace.
me doing that to her. She climbed the Christmas tree. You have a Santa hat for Pickles that your mom made. Oh, you should totally get a picture and put it up there. Because
That didn't do it.
I put a picture of Chloe and me holding her with the cat Santa cap on the den. So you should post
There's only a
yours.
certain amount of punishment your body can
You
stand
should have
on any
fun
given
for
day.
Christmas. You know, it's
Enough
supposed to be
pain,
fun.
enough gain for that.
Not at the expense, of course,
Try
at the
again
expense
tomorrow.
of the cats or the dogs. I love dogs. I'm not allowed to have one, but I would mind it. Santa cat. I could do it on
After some
stream.
rest, you feel better.
I don't know where she is though, and I don't know.
Santa Paws.
As we get closer, we'll do a
Santa
Santa Paws stream. Or Santa Claus. You got that right, Mux, and that's what Edenwaith just said too. Yes, I think you were telling me that a long time ago that our Ontario is the best. They can't deny you any pets unless there's a legitimate health reason. The funny thing about it is that we could have a dog. He doesn't want one, but the
You
landlord...
wouldn't want to have to take care of it.
I guess I would. The landlord, I would get used to taking care of it. The landlord wants to charge like $700 for a dog. So yeah, Santa Claus for when you've been naughty. Yes, sharp Santa Claus in those paws.
everything in nature is of interest to the true scientist. You must learn
we
to
haven't seen
observe
him all
carefully
game.
and to take detailed notes. You never know what you may find.
Interesting. They can't charge you a damage deposit for pets.
Nice.
Nice. We get like what we do like for the cats. Didn't we do like?
Yeah, generally most places here it's you have a pet deposit, and then some places then they'll keep charging you extra every month for that as well.
Yeah, we pay extra each month too. We pay like $25 for the cats each month.
Each cat.
Each cat. So we like $50 extra every month for the rent. And then we had to pay like a $300 deposit for the two cats. But it's kind of like, I love this place, and I'm glad we got it.
Visit the Academy of Science there when you visit. I am sure you will have the opportunity someday.
I mean, weren't we there? And he says to visit the...
Yeah, it's Quest Story 5.
Exactly. Oh, okay. So that's the cart before the horse.
Say hello.
Welcome back, my young friend.
Or foreshadowing.
Happy as only a scientist can be. To know the inner truths of nature is to be truly content.
Yes.
You really should take... Here you are.
Okay, so they can't charge you any deposit when you move in except for the last month. Wow, we had to pay first and last.
Of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based
on
your understanding of the scientific elements.
Yeah, a lot of places seems to be first and last month at least, and then maybe any extra deposit or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so it was first, last, it was an extra deposit.
Or some places like it's deposit plus first month. Or
well,
whatever.
It was more than that. It was more. It's like I said, it was first, last, and an extra deposit of another kind, and the pet deposit. It ended up being a crazy amount of money to get into this place.
Science is hungry work.
There's no damage deposit, no pet deposit that they try. Yeah. Well, as long as you know the rules, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
it
cool. Makes sense. I mean, we unfortunately had a place we were renting out, and we weren't doing any deposit, and the place got trashed, and unfortunately it was so bad, even if we had been taking a deposit, it would have barely scratched the surface of how much damage there was to the place. So.
We had like $20,000 worth of damage on our own home when we let people
being
rent
a world-famous scientist is a very fulfilling life. You live off the research grants, call everything you do an experiment, and bring bodacious babes back from the grave.
We did not really have any
nice
rental agreements. We didn't have any protections. And we weren't going to, we didn't charge them. And the rent was really cheap.
Of course, the real process of science is exciting, only to those initiated into its greater
sometimes it doesn't
mysteries.
work out. But you can like sign paperwork saying you will and then not pay for it, and they can't do shit. Well, that's when you get charged after you move out, and they can send like collectors after you, go after your credit ratings and stuff like that. Yeah, it's in my theory, it's always better to leave a place cleaner than when you moved in it. Then you don't usually have any kind of any issues to go on to the next place and repair any damage, and we kind of like repair the damage. Hi chicken, welcome back. We kind of like repair the damage as we go, so that we don't wait until the end to fix things. We call the landlord when things get not working right away, so we can have them. We had a we moved
air
in.
Conditioning went out.
Oh, I'm thinking about the other place in Illinois, in Crystal Lake, when we were like a month into the place, and they sent us a note saying that because we've had so many calls-ins already, if we want to move out.
Yeah, one place we moved. We had several different.
We had a leaky bathtub.
Orders. Yeah, that they actually. Yeah, it was like something busted actually, but it was like leaked, and they had to bore a hole in the garage ceiling to fix it. So at least it wasn't anything that was getting damaged, but I think it was leaking down there in the garage. Did you? And there was a number of other things. Was it the I'm trying to think, did the dishwasher also go
The
bad?
dishwasher was bad. That happened too. The dishwasher started. I turned it on for the very first time. We'd only been like a day or so in the house. And I turned it on and it flooded in the kitchen. It's like, fudge! I mean, you got your boxes on the floor because you're still unpacking, and the last thing you want is the dishwasher flooding out the water all over.
Still, I mean, it was nice at least having that option. It's not the worst place. We lived at one place that was just cheaply built. And
is that my parents?
No, it was the one after that. And it was just a cheaply built place, and so there was so many workers. I think we did something like about 10 or 11 work orders in under a year.
Oh, that's
so I mean, there was even like the doors were cheaply made, and so they'd start splitting at the top because there were hollow core doors and stuff. We had a problem with the electricity went out because there was like a lamp that was bad or something. And then I remember Wink put the wrong type of detergent in the dishwasher, and that caused problems and a whole bunch of other issues.
Word to the wise, don't ever put dish soap in the dishwasher. Chicken, you're back. Did you, welcome back. Did you get all your shopping, and did you stay within your 50 budget? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, lots of ramen.
Do you get lots of ramen? No, chicken doesn't like. Chicken, what do you eat? You eat a lot of chicken.
Fortunately, chicken is about the only cheap meat.
Yes, well, chicken
Except,
is.
well, not
and
chicken
you know
breast.
what? I love chicken. Oh my gosh, chicken. So we went to a place last night, which was called the Wingstop. Do you guys heard of Wingstop? I think it's a franchise.
Wooden house on a
Oh, that was like that. It was like, I wanted B-dubs, and I was like, oh, let's go. And he's like, no, I don't want to find one. And I was like, oh, but I said, but I want chicken wings. We were going to go to Burger King, and I decided that I'd rather have wings. And there's right by the Burger King is a Wingstop. So I was like, let's have chicken wings, and they had this hickory smoked barbecue sauce that was so good. My God, I want some of that now. It was so good. And yeah, chicken. I love chicken myself. I love you too, but I love chicken a lot. Shh. Go ahead. Just go ahead. All right. And Precious says, I like chicken too. You got any? She like lifted up. She went over from the sun over to here, and she's kind of like, I like chicken too. So, did you stay within your budget? We don't stay. We stay within our budget because Eden shops. I send him with a list, usually way too long of a list, as he would say. You're a chicken and I have you. Aw.
Do you eat like chicken feed, like corn or something? Yeah.
Do you eat chicken feed like corn? We have a rubber chicken in our game, don't we? Do we have a purpose for the rubber chicken? Well, sometimes that happens, especially if you get the Iwanas.
No, we fed it to the killer elderberry bush.
Oh, we fed our rubber chicken to the killer elderberry bush. $3 over. Probably could have gone without the onion ring, with energy drink and the Funyuns.
Hello again.
Yes, but would that have been
You are
fun?
a most brave man to wander so free.
Okay, that was a corny and dumb joke. I blame it on the jokey dude we just saw on the game.
I am Sir. Good day.
The gnome.
No wonder
I make
nice to be able to snuggle with my Olga again on this cold
the Funyuns aren't for you. Well, who are they for then?
Together.
No, Chicken doesn't have a cat. You don't have a cat, right?
Okay, I'm getting confused. I don't know.
Do you have a cat?
The
I don't think you've ever told me if you have a pet. Do you have a dog?
The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one... I have...
Kitty, do you have dogs too, or do you only have your two cats?
Howl at night.
You have a midget.
But who is to say that they are
clever? Seriously, we already told you yes.
Farewell, and may your path lead to your goal.
You have a dog. You do have a dog. Okay, a midget dog. What's your dog's name? What does it look like, Chicken? And anyone in the stream who wants to chat, feel free to chat. If you don't, you want to lurk and just watch, it's cool too.
Your weapon is now...
Okay, your weapon is now magically charged.
Delicious.
And
You
delicious.
cast...
Her name is Sadie. She's black and brown. And what kind of dog is she? We don't have a dog. I would like to have a dog. And I would take care of it. I would take it
No,
for
you'd
walks.
have some time. He'd be like, "Can you go walk? It's raining. I don't want to go outside."
No, I would put on a raincoat.
Or he'd be like
Are you
5
kidding?
in the morning. I don't want to go walk the dog. It wants to go out to the bathroom.
I bet you anything I would not. Who do you think took care of Radar during that time when Radar came to
No,
visit?
it's like when it's 4 in the morning, it's lightning, and the dog has to go to the bathroom, but doesn't want to go outside. You don't have to deal with that with a cat. Cats just use a litter plant.
Okay, so Chicken, how many times it's been 4 in the morning? The dog wakes you up to go
It's
outside.
not happening because you'd want me to go walk it or do something, and then
Your order has...
see?
All right, stream, take a vote.
The lake looks
No,
very
we simply
calm.
aren't allowed to have a dog. Okay, so Sadie is we don't know what breed she is. She's a mutt. Not very often. When she's asleep, she's knocked out. She's an oldie like Chicken. But I know that there are some dogs, that do want to be let out or want to be let out right away. And if you had a backyard, that was fenced in and nice and safe and secure, then you probably could do that. 7 years old. Dog age, what's that? 7 times. Well, she's older than you, isn't she? Because isn't it 10 years for every 10 human years for every dog year or something like that? So it's like
Depends on the dog as well. As we found out, greyhounds generally don't live real long.
they are some of the sweetest dogs. Those greyhounds are just some of the sweetest darn dogs. She's on the cusp of qualifying for the senior discount. Is that at the 10-year mark, or what do they consider? I know like cats, it's 10 years is when they're considered senior citizens, at least at the vet. So Precious is 12, so she's definitely there. And Chloe's a young whippersnapper, so she's not at all anywhere remotely ready. I think it's 8 or 9 for dogs. Am I right on the dog years? I think it's 7 for cats and 10. Aw, she's super sweet. I bet she's really dedicated. How long have you had her? Have you had her since she was a puppy? Skittish towards strangers, which is understandable. You should see our cats. The minute somebody knocks on the door, the cats go, pew!
Now I'm using the glide spell. Woo, floating over the...
So you've had her for a couple of years. Did you get her from like a shelter? That's where we've gotten all of our pets from.
Let's see if we can get this. Now, what's coming up, I'm trying to find one of the rituals, and this is where the famous...
You sense terrible danger here. There is a great
The infamous
evil
Error
about this
52.
place.
Okay,
This is not good because I see 2...
Have you saved it?
Yes.
Oh, what are those things?
Those are Shinobi.
Chernobyl. Okay, it's hard to get. The shelter believes she was abused by a man because she would always run away from men, and it took her for a while to get used to me. Aww. I was talking to Ingenuity on the DM yesterday, and he has a boa snake, and he got the snake from a young kid who would knock on the glass cage and tease it
Here's
with
the Shinobi.
food and
We
stuff
have
like
not
that.
Seen it yet.
Okay, so we're seeing a Chernobyl for the first time.
Shinobi.
Chernobyl. Hang on just a second. I'll finish the story.
Huh. Interesting. 2 of them.
Can you die?
Yeah.
Have you died?
Not yet. Problem is with Error 52 is like that the game would lock up.
But you don't have Error 52 there. That would be where
no, but
it would be.
Around here, Jelly, it was a huge pain in the butt.
You cast.
And
is there another
so
one
far,
we have to fight?
Is okay, so.
Okay, well, you're also really buff.
That's not the issue. It was this really bad issue, really bad bug with the game, and it was such a headache that you'd have to go use like all these try to slow down the game and stuff, or do other weird tricks to try to get past. Otherwise, you'd often come into the screen and the game would just crash.
Ah, I see. So anyway, back to the story of the snake. Okay. So he got the snake from this kid who was really abusive to the snake and basically withhold food and stuff. And so whenever he tries to feed the snake, he's had it for a couple years though, he says the snake is boas are very aggressive when it comes to food anyway, and that basically you have to toss the food in and get your hand out of the way so the snake is quick to try to bite. Well, do they have teeth? Well, whatever, fangs. So to bite the hand and stuff like that, and it's probably due to how somebody acts. And I said, well, that is a learned behavior, and if you withhold food or tease an animal, they will become very angst and very skittish toward strangers, because it's almost like it's self-preservation, and it's spatial, wondering when's the next meal and stuff like that, otherwise they would have hunted it. So I think that I just think it's really terrible when people abuse animals, or anybody for that matter. People just don't deserve, especially animals and young children, they don't deserve to be abused, because they never did anything wrong. It's certainly not their fault. So it's a good thing. It sounds to me like Chicken, you picked up a dog and you taught it, you gave it love and you gave it what it needs. And eventually that comes back in threefold. So, nice. I still want a dog. But I can have a stuffed dog or a cardboard dog.
After some rest, you feel better.
You want a cat? Hi, Serena. Welcome back. I want a cat, but I'm too lunatic to take care of one. And that's the thing. You have to be able to take care of one. This is the season when people think, oh, well, it's Christmas time. Let's give a pet. And if you don't know who you give a pet to, that you could possibly give one to someone who wouldn't be the best person for a pet owner, and they're so cute. And then they grow older and they're not so cute, and then they've got problems, and you got to go the gamut and take care of them. So you need to get you need to get Sadie's confidence back up. She's automatically aggressive toward dogs, and I think she thinks everyone's not familiar is out to hurt her. Aw, that's sad. But you're right. Because she might actually hurt another dog if you're
your reversals.
If you're not careful. So
you cast the aura spell.
Right. If you can't take care of, that's a general rule for sure, Serena. It's like whether you have a child or not. Whether you get married, well, you can get married, but if you decide to have a child, it's the same thing. Better. Can I take care of myself?
Your reversals.
And then I could take care of something else.
After some rest, you feel better.
And our daughter Winkers, she can't barely take care of herself, let alone live on her own and have a cat, which she really does too, want her own cat. But then my children were kind of funny because they loved the pets. They didn't love the cleanup and the maintenance of the pets. And it's funny, the youngest one has 3 cats living with her in her apartment.
After some rest, you feel better.
When we went over there for Thanksgiving, I was amazed that this is the child who would never empty the cat pan. And she was actually
clean up
or pick up them dead mouse head. We tell a funny story. Inuit and I went up to a concert up in like 3 hours away, like to a big city, Chicago.
We were somewhere,
and we were going to decide to spend the night at a hotel up there
Your order has
instead of driving all the way back to where we lived. And we got a call in the night.
After some rest.
And she was screaming. She was like, the cat just brought a mouse.
It's probably a text message or something, but it was like a severed...
She called, and then she texted and she called. It was
like
a severed mouse head. And now this very same child has her own cat and takes care of them and cleans the cat pan and everything well, we hope she does, but she did when we were there, so we're confident that she's cleaning up cat wharf and cat pans and things that she never wanted to do when she was
After
young.
some rest,
but she always did have mom and dad to take care of it for her, so that was the benefit.
Well, some of it, though, she'd just be too lazy to clean up, like pick up the mouse head or something like that.
Well, she didn't like to touch.
You have the sensation of someone watching you.
Either.
You sense...
Hello again. Did you get my note?
We did.
I hoped I could play and speak with you again. I hope you don't think I am too forward.
Maybe.
It's just that I don't meet many new people around here. I love to hear about your adventures.
Could you just explain to people who weren't in the chat where the note came from?
It was in my bedroom. It just magically appeared there.
She put it in his bed while he was sleeping.
You tell Katrina more about yourself.
Oh, you have seen so many places.
Her hips hard.
I love listening to your adventures.
But, you know.
You're moving, still leaning.
You will make me
I
blush if you keep speaking like...
I don't even know where it is anymore, because I can't see it.
Magic is very useful for survival in Mordavia. Use it wisely and carefully. Oh, I do want to see you again, but...
Oh, I do want to see you again, Eden Waste.
I guess I shouldn't be out at night.
People want to see you.
It's dangerous, but I must go. Maybe we can meet again?
Maybe.
It's too dangerous for me to come here again.
It is dangerous to go alone.
Please, don't mention me to the gatekeeper.
See?
I'll get in trouble if anyone finds out I sneak out of the castle. They think it's too dangerous outside the gate.
No, they
but
won't
I
care.
need
There's
to
only
get
one
out.
dude that cares.
That's right, that's the gatekeeper.
Nope.
Goodbye.
There's
You
only
watch
one
your-
guy that cares.
Yeah, it's not the gatekeeper.
I thought the gatekeeper.
He's already in bed. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care if she's sneaking around at night. Or going in the castle.
You deftly...
Okay, let's go see a performance.
Your order has evaporated.
Oh, okay.
We're going to watch
A shiver of cold comes...
There is a spirit most foul which haunts the land.
It's still...
It hides in its barrel, far south of the graveyard. It guards a dire treasure, which will start to summon the darkness, and yet banish the darkness forever. Defeat the wraith, and claim thy destiny.
Destiny. Okay. Defeat the wraith and claim the destiny. Got it. I think we just heard a squirrel run across the top.
You hear movement on the other side. After a few minutes...
All right. Time for some entertainment.
So you're back. No, it's your front. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
Okay, here we go. Good jokes, right?
It's good to have my wit about me again. Nothing worse than someone who
What
can't take
happened
a
to his
joke or
voice?
one that tries to tell one and can't.
That-
Before you helped me,
that was a
when I told a joke,
error.
people always clapped their hands. Unfortunately, it was always over their ears. Now, whenever I tell a joke, I get carried away. so I'm leaving before they ride me out of town on a nail. A short joke there.
Ha
That's one of those cases that they got the wrong voice. Just one of the various bugs in the game.
Because that voice was the voice of the narrator,
Yeah, it was John
right?
Rhys Davies. It wasn't the person who's doing Puny Bones.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and then forgets to start again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me. In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I.
Do you see him again?
Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
So he was intended to have been in Quest for Glory 5, but he didn't get added. So somebody like wrote in and they didn't like him, didn't like Puny Bones, so they didn't add him. They do mention him briefly, but...
Well, his jokes are rather stale at best.
Well, here's some more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses, one for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored, he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
Be careful. Ha
No one
ha.
takes a deep
Goodbye,
bow
Funny Bones.
and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Keep smiling, and people be wondering what you're up to. There you go.
The gnome
Did you get any good lines here,
said
chicken?
very strange things. Yet Mr. Bones was very
I know
funny
you like to do jokes in your
this time,
in your streams.
and I enjoyed listening to him.
Hi, Winkers. How are you doing?
There will be no more entertainment acts at this hotel. Understood?
Welcome back
least
once
not
again to the
until
channel. It's so
a
good to
new,
see you.
funny
Come in and be
entertainment
welcome.
starts.
All who work, all who watch, all who lurk. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Bing.
I think I am sorry to see the strange gnome leave. It was odd being able to laugh again, if only for just a moment.
Okay, now you're gonna talk to the 3 guys.
Yep.
Do they have new dialogue?
You know, he wasn't such a bad person once you got to know him.
We're sure glad he left, though.
Except for that drooling problem, we'd welcome him in Moldavia if he ever came back.
Of course.
I still wouldn't let him marry my daughter, though.
Does he have a daughter?
You don't have a daughter.
Of course not.
Well, that might constitute a major obstacle to marrying her.
Good point.
Gentlemen, I was dangerously close to being amused this evening.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, a great time!
Laughed so hard I almost lost my lunch.
Couple one-liners. His jokes are okay. You probably still find better ones out on the internet.
Gentlemen, laughed. Now that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
I was okay. I laughed till I stopped.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo. I even got some of the jokes.
Oh, can you still talk to Funny Bones?
In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and heading for...
Okay, so we've pretty much done.
The
Goodbye,
voice
Funny
is lost
Bones.
in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't seem to have heard you.
Okay.
Oh, that's neat.
Now, what time is it currently in the game?
Like, night is young.
And on the top there, the bar is just like half filled. Is that your?
That's my magic.
Oh, that's your magic. So, what do you use to get your magic back?
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
Well, you either rest, and that's a good way. I also get these magic fruits from Arana's garden.
Okay.
That helps restore.
Your reversal. You unlock it.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya! Don't take any wooden kopecks! So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Ba-da-boom. That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Oh, bad, bad, bad. You see how it took, the stream saw that it took me a minute to register what they had said in the joke.
There is no response to your knock. When you open the door, you find that the room has been cleaned out completely. The room is totally empty.
So whose room is at the end of the hall?
You unlock the door to your room.
Well, the one on the left was Puny Bones.
But the one way at the end of the hall?
The one at the end of the hall is Puny Bones.
I thought that was the room next to you.
No.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Hey, nobody bothered me at night.
No voices, no notes.
There's nothing going on.
In the bedroom. What a shame.
What a shame, huh? Just a good old hero. Getting a good night's rest. Does he ever change his clothes?
No. That's all he has. Remember, he just kind of...
Does he ever shower? He must smell pretty rank. How many days are we talking now?
Couple weeks.
You reach your plane, but not a...
Let's see. It's...
Day 10. 10 days. Same clothes. Same underwear.
My mother used to go to the mine.
Yes.
I only...
Yes. Something else.
Oh.
I just...
Okay.
Well, you have probably met nearly all the men in town.
Well, yeah.
Most of their wives work very hard this time of year. Yeah, they're canning vegetables, making new clothes, schlepping blankets, and providing for the winter.
Meanwhile, the men
Well,
are
this
sitting
may
around.
be the time for men to relax from the harvest. But for the women, it's one of the busiest times of the year.
Busy knitting in our chairs.
Exciting
making
underwear.
woolen socks.
Knitting exciting underwear. Oh, it's a lonely life here in Castle Anthrax.
Castle Anthrax.
One thing you can say about...
Moldavia. Moldavia's Castle Anthrax. Boy, this guy, do we have a real reason to talk to him?
I have not spoken of it before.
Okay.
Because they worship
There's
it
a
in the
reason.
monastery. That much I know. The members of the monastery stayed mostly within its walls, but the townspeople feared them. They said the followers were all like madmen, concealed in robes and speaking in whispers.
Sounds like a cult.
Then one day they were all gone. We heard of the fighting down by the Dark One's cave, of course. No one returned here except for my grandfather. He brought his staff here and said Irana was dead. That is all I know of the matter. I am sorry if I cannot help you more.
Hey, Tango Gamer.
Be careful.
Hello, Tango Gamer Girl. How are you today? Can you do me a quick help? Can you do me a little shout out for Tangled? Edenwaith is learning how to be a mod. Oh, see if you remember. Oh, look at him. See, I only teach him a couple times there, Chicken. And Cherry Pie. Yes, Tango Girls plays Space Quest 2, Chapter 2, Volhal's Revenge. Please check her out. She was very fun the other day. Eden's Waits watch her a time or two. She's a newer streamer, and she really could use some extra love and attention. So please, definitely check her out. Thank you, Chicken. I thought you might. Cherry Pie, if you don't mind, or Bladed Eclipse, my mods. Definitely,
This is a little too
please give her a check out. And how you doing today, Game? Can I just call you
pick
Gamer
up
Girl?
2 of the metal weights.
Tell me what you prefer: Tangled, Gamer Girl, GG, TGG.
GG, yeah, you know me.
Your legs are too stiff.
Aw, thank you so much for following her, Chicken. Thank you. Yes, you'll have to get back on there, and then we'll all join you and give you some help with Space Quest.
After some rest.
2, Chapter 2. You got 2 experts sitting here. Well, I would say him. I would say I played it a time or 2.
I hit a dead end. Okay. I think I briefly saw a message. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so you I think you encountered the problem if you get kissed by that alien.
Oh, did you save the game before that happened?
She learned her lesson. She has multiple save
good,
games, so you can go back.
Good. Good.
So you might have to go back. So yeah, it's unfortunately one of those kind of dead end areas that you think you're okay because you get kissed by this. It looks like a xenomorph from the Alien movies, and then it seems like it was just something silly until you get near the end of the game, and then an alien jumps out of your chest.
I need to highlight our playthrough of Space Quest 2 when we played it.
If it's still around.
It's still around.
Yep, you gotta backtrack. Yeah, you're not too far back, so you have to probably go back a little bit. So I think that happens on level 3 or level 5 of Volhal's asteroid. So you probably won't have to go back that far, and then go through level 2 again. Get past that, and then take care of Volhal, and then get past that part. So
yeah, definitely try to save it before. It is a fun death scene.
It is good
funny.
to see you again, my young friend.
But it is like an Omo moment. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
We did it on stream just to have the fun because we both knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But
hopefully you go to Space Quest 3 eventually. I think that one's one of the funnest ones to kill poor Roger, at least for fun.
Frankie has been a great help in my experiments. Her assistance has been quite
I don't think we'll play any
stimulating.
Space Quest on stream, at least not until next year sometime.
Maybe like 5 and 6 or something like that.
Since last dead end, tons of saves.
Yeah, what was it? Was it 2? Yeah, I think it was 2 that you saved over your old ones, and then you got stuck because you didn't have something. Like, oh no! Then you have to go back and replay. I mean, fortunately, these are shorter games, so at least you can get through them relatively quickly. And no major arcade sequences.
Of course, the real process is so.
That's good.
In number 2, at least, so it's not like Space Quest 1, where there's that annoying annoying skimmer arcade sequence.
Yeah, that one is really annoying.
I managed, when I played through it on the my old Mac, I managed to actually get through it on the first try, which completely amazed me. I think I was just lucky. I got on the far left side and I didn't get hit too many times. Yeah. Save early, save often. So.
Often. I was playing Gabriel Knight, and it was the dumbest thing ever. I had gotten like almost near the end, and I forgot to save, and I died, and I had to go all the way back like to the beginning of another chapter, and I was so furious with myself. The screen saw me just absolutely go ballistic. I grabbed my stress ball, because I have a stress ball that's near me, mostly for work, sometimes for the streams, and
Pics, or it didn't happen.
Yeah, it happened. Trust me, it's out there. And it's an adventure gamer's code that we should all live by. Actually, it's a gamer's code. Save early, save often. Because when you think you're going to die, that's when you're going to die. Yeah. Or you're going to fall off a cliff like it happened to Canadian Kitty today.
Or you just have other things like, I remember my friend and I were playing probably like Champions of Kryn or something. And so that's an RPG game, and we're spending a lot of time grinding and building up the stats, getting experience. And he was kind of adverse to saving. And then the game glitched out and crashed, and so we lost like the last 2 hours worth of work. And then there was another time, I think my brother was with us, and he hit the power.
Welcome, welcome. It is good of you to visit our camp once again. May you find here all that you seek.
Anyway, I think my brother hit the power switch and it turned off the game. Like, no!
Yeah, that, or the power goes out because it's bad weather and all of a sudden your power is out.
Come now, what can I do for you? What is it you seek here?
Your wife.
I want your wife.
Tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So, you turned Baba Yaga into a frog?
Laugh now.
How funny.
Wasn't funny when your feet were glued to the floor and she was about to eat you.
Is it not great to feel the music in your blood
Well,
and
we're still
dance
picking
the
the
night
hairs out of our
away?
teeth, but
The life of a gypsy is sometimes very sweet.
Wish I had a
tell
chin
you
like
what.
this. Or a butt chin or something like that.
I have been fine. Hunting has been poor lately, but yesterday we pulled down a large deer. It was good to taste fresh meat again. Bah, legends and tales to scare children with. You will not see me flinching if you cross my palm with silver.
seriously.
We have been in this camp for nearly 5 years. This is very hard on wanderers like us.
Go ahead and talk to her.
Yes, this is Course of Glory 4. You can choose a player for each game. Yeah, there's up like 3 or 4 different classes. So the standard ones are like a fighter, a wizard, or a thief. If you've played some of the earlier games and you import a previous character, this character is actually a paladin.
Right, yes. Wonder if he had to use toilet paper on that chin.
Why don't you visit her yourself? She will be happy
Yes,
to speak
very
with
funny,
you.
and
She
probably.
was most impressed.
Well, let's see if we have another.
He's rather buff. We have another fortune coming.
Well, let's see if there is.
Okay.
Or if she has anything.
Last night I had a most strange
See,
vision.
she had another vision.
I saw you standing in the forest. You were not near any water, yet I thought you were fishing. You threw something into the air that looked like a bird, and yet not a bird. The bushes rustled, then started moving towards the strange yellow bird.
But not a bird.
That was all I saw. It was most strange.
It's more kind of like little hints. We've already done that. So.
He redefines headbutt. I feel safe watching as I will probably forget before I play it with myself. Entertainment while I do my Sunday adult responsibilities. That's Mel's Bunch. A lot of people do the same thing. They play this on while they're doing their chores in the back. I mean, they watch us playing this while they do their chores on the background, and Puppets does it with his breakfast, and that's kind of what it got started, is that my VIP Puppets, he's in the background right now, he would have breakfast when he'd watch me, so he started calling it Breakfast with Mel. And then because it was close to the noon, and for people at the time when we start, it's close to the noon, and in the East called it brunch. So we then named it Brunch with Mel. I thank you, Chicken, so much for the shout out for Puppets, because if there's everyone who deserves, hopefully he didn't overcook his breakfast exactly.
What
are you looking for?
Thing behind you.
Oh, the thing behind me is a cat. It's a cat that doesn't want to be held. Did you
I
chase
have
her
no
over here?
knowledge of such a person. Much is strange about your story. I would not entirely trust this Katrina if I were you.
Initially, this was called Sierra Sundays. Maybe eventually we'll play something else other than Sierra games, but all of my involvement has been only with Sierra games.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to LucasArts, and I've kind of got my eye on the Monkey Island games.
You fought a demon?
He wants to do.
Then perhaps you can drive off the dart. But no,
one with motorcycle.
We must not even
Yeah,
think
I'm not
of such
so.
things.
I don't know.
It is far too
It's not
dangerous
the dig,
to
definitely.
speak of it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
Yeah, go get my collection. It's not any blanket.
Oh my God, LucasArts collection. Is it in here?
Yeah.
It is Full Throttle.
Full Throttle.
You're
Thank
been beaten, framed for murder, left dead on the roadside. You got a lump on your head and a law on your back, and a feeling in your gut on the road that the road you're on is about to get a lot harder.
Yeah.
So he thinks
this
he
one's
wants to play.
one of the various LucasArts collections. This is number 3. There was actually a 1 and 2 apparently. And
Is there a better? Isn't there more pictures there? Is something weird going on?
that's the user's guide. So this came with the Dig, Full Throttle, Monkey Island 1 and 2, Dark Forces, some Star Wars game, Afterlife, and a sampler. So
okay,
that's where I got Monkey Island 1 and 2, and then I have number 3, and I have 2 copies of number 4, one for PC, one for Mac. And we also even have Tales of Monkey Island on, let me see, I think we had on the PlayStation 3 and also the iPad.
Yep, I think it was on PlayStation 3. But I'm definitely leaning toward the Monkey Island
from camp each night. There are many creatures
but
which
this one
hunt,
actually sounds
but
pretty
few
cool
things
too.
to eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a full digital score featuring an authentic hard-rocking biker band.
The other night, I was hunting in the hills
how long
near
do you
the
think
castle.
that would have you
I
played
looked
Full
up
Throttle?
at the walls and saw a man standing on the edge of the
So we might try Full Throttle,
He was
but I
dressed
definitely want to play
strangely
Monkey Island. It's
and wore an
coming.
odd
Yeah,
hat
we saw.
on his head.
I saw somebody play through part of
He
it.
raised
Might
his
have been Merlin
arms.
Temple.
He shapeshifted into the
Pirate
form
Savvy
of a
played
bat
through Monkey
and flew
Island.
off.
I watched
I have
her.
a feeling you once knew this.
It's one of the reasons originally when I saw her on there, which is a wonderful streamer, by the way. When I saw her, but she's not in the stream right now. But when I saw her playing it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow this one because she plays the games I like." And then she led me to Bladed Eclipse, and then Puppets and Cherry Pie. So it's kind of like definitely have a warm spot for my Pirate Savvy.
I do not
She's
know
a great,
her true
great
fate,
streamer.
but I only know that her staff protects the town and her guardians.
Oh, not
anyone
Monkey Island,
in need of
please. So many
safety.
people stream those. They're boring. But I love them. They're fun. There's so much fun in them.
I've been very slowly playing a remake
We can make
of the
it
first
fun,
one.
Serena. I promise you.
This game has a rubber chicken, but it does not have a pole in it.
The staff of Irana has a great deal of magic. It protects the town from the undead. Although, Between you and me,
games.
the townspeople do
Nice.
not know.
Anyway, I'm gonna
But
go
I
get some
had a
of
vision
these
of
things.
it one night.
Are you getting
I
something
heard
to
it
eat?
speak in the dream.
Oh, he's
It
going to
told
show you
me
something.
how
I
it
won't take the
protected
seat
the
then. I was going to
town
take the
and
seat
of
and
its
drive the bus for a
destiny
while,
spell.
but if he's,
When
well,
the
I
staff
still
spoke
might.
no more, I saw a most beautiful
Yes.
crystal
So,
floating in the air.
A Gamer Girl, it's
And the
one of
crystal
her
shattered.
favorite games.
Oh,
And I've
that
had a
was
lot of
all I
people
saw.
ask me for it, so that's one of the reasons why I thought I might play it. But you know, Sunday brunch is typically retro, or we're moving. Hello, the man animal. Thank you so much for the lurk. I was going to do some quick shout outs without Edenwaith here. I've got to do these on my own, yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the shout out for Man Animal. I appreciate that. Definitely a new streamer, but a rockin' it streamer. Definitely getting up there. Emily. Okay, call you Emily. We can do that. Let's see. Thank you so much. We got... Not quite sure. Cherry Pie. She's on. I don't know why that didn't happen. Oh, because you feel that you... Oh, I see. Because, let's see. What did we do wrong here? I don't know. We shouted out earlier. But thank you so much for the shout outs, Chicken. I appreciate that. And definitely, and it was saying Man Animal played Star Sector. How's that game, Man Animal, if you're still there? How do you like that? How's it going? Like I said, he's a newer streamer, and boy, he's rocking it. He's way past me. He's well up there in in lots of follows and lots of love support. And yes, Tango Gamer Girl is a new streamer who she could use some love and appreciation, and definitely follows to help her get to her next level of stream. And I believe that would be affiliate. So, and hello, welcome back, Cherry Pie. I think what happened is, you did it right. I'm sure. Chicken. Did we do it wrong again on the I'm a Chicken? Did we get I'm a Chicken correct? No, there it is. You know what? I'm gonna stop looking at the screen right now and just say thank you. Thank you so much. And definitely, Chicken, congratulations on the 250 followers. You deserve every bit of the love and attention that you gain.
Okay, so one thing I'm kind of interested in maybe checking out some of these various LucasArts games. I have a lot of Sierra games, played a lot of those as a kid. Not so much with the LucasArts games. I did Monkey Island 1, eventually played all the other Monkey Island games. I've done Grim Fandango 3 times. I actually just completed it for the Switch last week. Yeah, which is definitely a great game. Lots of fun film noir references in that game. But so there's this book by Bitmap Books that shows, has a lot of kind of pictures in various games and things like that, and so it talks a lot about various other games out there, including a lot that I haven't played, like Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders.
Do you even get some of those games though? Some of the problems are with the retro games.
Generally on like GOG or generally on GOG or something like that, or Steam. And so I was watching somebody play through one of these, and I think they did say they probably went through GOG or whatever to go and get them. So, and I have a couple of others. I'm not sure
if they're older and out of print or out of date, they might find them in abandonware games too, as long as the author doesn't have any issues with you playing them. you know, the developers. Yes, chicken. So you're doing good, but your stomach's acting funny. Did you eat? Did you eat anything? And definitely, I hope you're not sick again.
That
Being
one day,
sick sucks.
someone would bring a dead loved one before the staff. That person would trade his life force through the staff.
So
the dead would rise, alive and well. Though the one who gave his life for the dead would never know. That would be a true sacrifice, done with foreknowledge and with much love.
Chicken! Are you eating your young again?
So I do not think anyone has been willing to make such a sacrifice.
Did you hear what he said? He said, "Are you eating your young again?" Hello, Chloe.
Irana's garden is to the south and a little west of here. It is a very good place to rest and heal.
Okay.
There used to be a small
Tangled,
bush
Gamer Girl. Now see this. This is also another form of audio problems.
But someone dug it up and took
she probably
it.
rubbed up against the head jack, and so the connection wasn't completely solid. And so the audio was correct at one channel, but it was static out the left channel.
But only a magical spell can get the fruit.
Yes, you're eating the young of your enemies.
Irana's garden is to the south and a little west of here. It is a very good place to rest and heal. There used to be a small bush whose fruit was sweet and filling and always available. But someone dug it up and took it.
She's a skittle brain.
Why anyone would do such a thing, I do not know, I do not know.
Dr. Cream. Here's the other
There
cat.
is a
They have them both out here.
whose fruit will restore magic to
you
those who
would
use it.
put us
But
the hell
only
down.
a magical spell can get the fruit.
Hello, Beard Sage. Thank you so much for the host. How are you doing
Hello.
today?
We got cats. Oh, we just put them down.
You just missed our cats.
The tarot cards are a tradition with gypsies. Their history is tied with our own. Always the gypsies have told fortunes, and always have the cards guided our sight. Each card of the tarot has many meanings. A true reader of cards knows which meanings best suit a
Hang on just a second.
particular
Don't
reading.
click it again. Let's talk.
When I tell a fortune
Once she
with
stops
the
talking,
cards
man, she
for
don't knows
someone,
when to
I tell them only the meaning of the cards. It is up to that someone to figure out how they affect their future.
But you know... So, pausing the dishes to say hello to the cats. Beard Sage, pretty good. How are you? We're doing great. We're having fun. We're playing the Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. And, of course, I'm playing with my better half, who keeps me in line, which you guys know is probably not an easy thing to do. But somehow he took on the goal 20 years ago, and he's been hanging around ever since. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome all. And how are you doing today? And how was Dead by Daylight? It's interesting that did that show up on the screen? That was interesting, puppets. What happened there? It was like it didn't recognize your hi. Do it again. See if once again it picks it up or something.
If I have any more visions
but anyway,
about you,
welcome
I'll
and
let
thank
you
you so much for
So
joining.
you should visit here again, just in case. I mean, you never know when the
Hint,
knowledge
hint.
of
She
my...
gives hints.
Hint. Yes, she's been giving us hints. She has visions every time. The next vision's going to be of him in his undress with shirt wide open, the chains and the...
Well, she's like, I see
Hey,
you have
baby.
hearts on your boxers.
That's when her visions are getting a little too creepy for her words.
The cards have again been shuffled.
Not to mention the young
So
girl
we
that keeps
will
coming
now
into
the
our
subject
bedroom at
of
night,
this
leaving
reading.
notes and whispering at us and stuff like that. But really, how young is she? She's in her 20s, maybe.
This reading
And the hero's
is of
probably
the
in his
ill-omened
20s or
man.
30s.
And now we shall learn more of his purpose.
Okay, we're reading
and
some
path.
cards in the game, tarot
The next
cards.
card you turn shall show the distant past.
The Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords. Interesting. Sometime in the past, this man has met the mystery lady of your present. He may have been betrayed by her, or perhaps he is the betrayer of the lady. The next card shall reveal her influence.
So is this Katrina?
Yes.
Okay.
The magician.
Ah, the magician. The woman of mystery has magic also. One is the teacher of the other. The order of the card suggests it is the woman who was the master, and the man her apprentice.
Master and slave. Whips and chains.
The events you face now, obviously, began in the dark past. Let us learn now of the more recent ones.
Okay. Is this a different set of cards or okay, yes.
Aha.
Okay.
This is your own influence upon the man. It seems you were as important to his history as he was to your own. Now, let us see the manner in which you affected him.
Death.
Yes. You knew it's a death card?
Death, the card of transformation. You
This
are
is your
the
own,
agent
though.
of this man's
This is your
failure
own
and
group.
loss. You altered his life irrevocably.
Yep, and he's pissed.
Even if you destroyed him, my dear,
is he the dark
he
one?
still influences the present. That the cards
This is the
chose to
unknown guy we
reveal
haven't met
information
yet?
about him shows that he is again
But he
a
is
player
affected
in the
by
game
us.
of your life.
Because we are making things good in
What next
Moldavia?
can we learn of
No.
this one, huh?
Because we have a thing for Katrina?
No.
Katrina
it's-
has a thing for us?
Who this guy is that we're talking about, we have met him in a previous Quest for Glory.
Oh, I see, I
we
see.
put a crimp in said person's plans.
I see. Okay, intrigue. The Eight of Swords.
In the present, the Eight of Swords. This is the card of conflict and domination. The last card which crossed this man was also a symbol of bondage.
Bondage.
He is somehow a prisoner or an unwilling accomplice of another. Let us see if the cards will explain further this relationship.
So these readings are hints of things we must do in the game now.
Sort of hints of various things going on.
Okay.
This is the card of conflict.
Thank you so much for
and
the shout out
struggle.
for Beard Sage
This man
Chicken.
does
And Beard
not
Sage,
take
thank
his
you
bondage
so much
lightly.
for the raid. I appreciate it.
Now let's see what the cards show of his hopes and desires.
He wants Katrina.
He wants out.
He wants out of the bondage.
Yes.
You sure we're not playing leadership, Larry?
Represents triumph.
No
and
unicorns in this one.
There is a strong
Serena, no
need
unicorns
to
in
gain
this one.
control of the situation, of his life. He may seek escape, but escape is clearly not enough. Let us see in what way he may triumph.
The devil card. Do we always get the same cards?
This time the devil is inverted. The meanings may differ, but this is a card that bodes no good whichever way it lies.
She didn't want to read it the last time, so why'd she read it?
Your man clearly seeks relief.
Oh,
but
the
with
void.
that freedom, he will also seek revenge.
For those who don't know, watch the
Whatever
video.
or whoever
It
binds
was
him now
quite
cannot
interesting.
contain him forever.
As
He will
part of
seek
the
his
game,
revenge,
that's for darn
and
sure.
you will need to be wary. You will face
You
him
picked it.
again
I think it would
in
have
a
happened
struggle
regardless.
to the death. Now let us reveal the card that rules over the past and the present.
Yes.
Oh, the dark card of the
Okay.
void. The influence of the
Why
dark
do we
one
always keep getting that
overshadows
card?
all. No more shall be revealed, nor
dark
shall
influence
things
of the
be
dark one
spoken at
overshadows
this
all.
time.
At this time.
The cards have
darkness.
spoken. The
Gotcha,
reading is
gotcha.
done.
But bring
Okay.
back
There were like 4 more cards.
The cards have spoken, and
Get
so
out.
have I.
The cards had spoken and get out. Now.
You say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
May your dangers be ever far from your feet.
Once again, it's I think the alternative voice.
So maybe she was sick on the day when they did that line.
I think there's a couple of parts where, like with Puny Bones, there was a part where the narrator was saying Punny's lines. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? That's not right. So that's one of the areas. There's a part near the beginning where the wrong voice is given to one of the town's one of the villagers, or he says the wrong line. So there's a couple of areas, and like I said, there's a couple of areas there where somebody else was doing a couple of the lines. Maybe it was like afterwards they had to try to redo some, and it's like, oh man, let's just improvise it.
Hey, has anybody played Afterlife? This one looks kind of fun. Presenting the last word in Sims, literally, is the hilarious, challenging game. Players build the heaven and hell of an alien world and assist wayward souls to their final resting place. Manage 2 planes, heaven and hell, simultaneously with 250 richly detailed titles and structures. LucasArts had some really different games for its time. Definitely, of course, The Dig.
Thing that's interesting reading about in this the art of point and click adventure games is that they have a lot of interviews with various people, and so it's kind of interesting, especially those who worked at it was initially called, oh dang, there's a Necrotar.
Oops, almost got killed. Necrotar time. Yes, Tangled Gamer Girl, or Emily, when will you be live again? Puppets asked. And for those who don't know, she's a new streamer. Just got started here just a while back, and really could use some follows. So if you guys want to check her out, she plays retro games, right? And she's played Space Quest 2.
Yeah, and I think there was some other stuff too. She played some new beta game or something. I don't remember it.
Ooh, we did talk about one thing we might do. We might play King's
Searching for
Quest.
the fallen beast, you find nothing of value.
The new one.
Unless you were planning.
We could do that on PC.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So maybe we're going to try to. Fortunately, you don't have a set schedule yet. We'd like to be on 6-ish Pacific time, but yeah, of course, in real life, always gets in the way, doesn't it? But yes, if you're on, and I'll definitely add you to my host list.
After some rest, you feel better.
Anyone who looks at me will look at you.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, definitely. I did buy a PS Pro preparing for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Awesome, nice gook. I would think I would like to play that game myself.
Yeah. Tangled Gamer Girl. What was the little demo game you were playing yesterday? Maybe it was a beta, something like that. Actually, one thing I like to try sometime, I've done this before, that'd be kind of interesting. Okay, the game is From Beyond Prologue. A beta test coming out to Steam later this month. Okay, cool.
I know for me, another game I'm going to play is Crankage Games has a brand new game. So we're going to be doing another episode of the Quiverdick Chronicles, and I'm definitely, that's coming soon. It might even be this week, because I just love his games. They're so much fun.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Eden Wraiths.
Eden Wraiths.
Sometimes people, when they try to say my handle name, they get it wrong and they say Eden Wraith. I'm like, there's no R! Anyway, one thing that'd be kind of fun to try and do and show is you can get through King's Quest 3 without taking care of Manannan. It's not easy, but it is possible. So you can get on the pirate boat, but you generally, first time I tried that once,
Really?
then Manannan then will appear and kill you because
On
you're
the
trying
pirate
to run away.
boat.
Yeah. Now there is a way to do it, but what you have to do is when you change screens, there's a little timer that keeps getting reset when you go to a new screen. So it is possible to just kind of keep resetting that timer so Manana doesn't show up. And then there's a couple of
Your
other
order has evaporated.
to avoid Manana showing up. So it is possible. So it's not until you get like to the island and get into the island a little bit that he stops showing up. So it's kind of an interesting way to try and do the game.
You're having a sound issue which is grinding your gears and would like to resolve. Well, you've got a lot of expert streamers in the chat right now, so if you want to tell us what the sound issues are.
Is it a cat?
Check to see if it's a cat. So let us know. And also, and I don't have a link, but several of these people also have Discord, and they're really good for helping with issues with your streams and stuff. I know Puppets can, but you guys, Chicken, Puppets, Bladed, you'd all have to put your links in the Discord, because Mel doesn't have her own Discord. Why? It's coming.
You feel a chill go
I just haven't decided how I want to do it yet.
You cast.
I'm still working on my opening intro stuff. Especially since, the issues with using copyright sounds in Twitch. So trying to find sound clips and stuff like that. Okay, so you're on Discord under the same handle. I might send you some links then after we get done if you want to join these wonderful people. Have great, all have great Discords channels.
Okay, gonna have to restart.
Did it crash?
There's a bug with some of these that after you defeat.
You feel a chill.
Okay, I don't see the little.
I believe it's a Streamlabs issue. Streamlabs. Okay. That is something I truly believe a lot of the people who've been in my stream can help you with. A lot of them use Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs for my alerts. But that's all I use it for. I use the XSplit for my screens.
Your order has evaporated.
But they use OBS and also, and I know some use Streamlabs. And they moved to OBS, switched over to OBS, which it takes a little bit more time. But like I said, with the right helpers and connection, you can get a pretty decent stream going as well, and screens.
Your reverse.
As you can probably guess, I run this one. This one is Eden Waith backs me up and plays on Sunday, but it's really, as he's very clearly stated, it's my stream, my screens, and he only does he's like my second set of eyes and lets me know, yeah, that looks okay. No, that doesn't look right. And I have some of my friends also look at things too, like Bladed Eclipse, Cherry Pie.
I'm not seeing a little red dot showing up for some reason.
Who also happen to be my wonderful mods. And then I also had Puppets do some of my emotes. And when you become an affiliate and you have your 50 followers and your 3 average and all that.
You can't.
Yeah, I think it's undergoing some changes, and it's not been as steady of a program as it was like when I first started streaming. I got everything the way I wanted it, and the next thing you know, Streamlabs changed some things. So there's other tools you can use out there, and like I said, a lot of the streamers who are on here could assist you with that as well. We're all just one big happy community. And
let's see
definitely.
if this cleans up. Sometimes if I wait long enough, it'll fix itself.
All right, let's see if it fixes itself. Okay, do you have to go this direction? So
well, I have to do. I have to.
This?
Yes, this is the only way, and I have to find it because there's one of the rituals.
Oh, okay. So
that's what Piotr is hinting at.
I was wondering, is it that you're clicking
Your order
too fast?
has evaporated.
No, I think there. I've had this issue when I played this also under before, so.
Plus, the Streamlabs actually even has their own Discord. I don't know if you know about that or not, but you can also ask them directly questions, and they will come on and they will reply as well. I don't know how quickly, but I do know that they will do that. So.
Yeah, okay, restore. Try something else.
You feel a chill.
Okay,
can you?
Okay, what if I think there was maybe another thing. It was like either turn the detail all the way down, speed up, or something. Let me see.
You feel a chill.
Okay, well then we fight the Necator again. Or was it the Wraith?
It was
a
a Wraith.
It's a Wraith. Sorry. So looking at the rocks on the ground, I'm like, I think that's a Wraith. Oh, can you get past it with not even fighting?
No, I have to fight it. But...
I got you. Okay.
You can't.
Okay, so that's a really interesting bug. That's almost like permadeath, except you don't lose your items in your inventory.
Okay, maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
You feel a
Well, here's our glider moment. Okay, so we're going to slow it way down now.
You feel a chill. You cast. You see a raised mound of stones. It gives.
What if you try to fight him without putting your aura spell on? Will you die?
It drains like your health and stuff like that.
Okay. It's interesting how it Seems like they would have done a patch for this.
Like I said, there were a lot of bugs, unfortunately, with this game. So.
Well, it's been a while, you know.
Fortunately, the New Rising Sun
you feel it
patch did fix a lot.
What if you go somewhere else and then come back?
I might try that.
Okay. I'm just wondering if that would work.
You cast.
Because the other...
There's something...
Okay, the
elderberry
bush.
Elderberry. We don't have a rubber chicken this time.
No.
So what do you do if you don't have a rubber chicken?
Yeah, I mean, you can still cast, like, throw stones at it and stuff like that, which knocks out the branch. You can go over and just pick it up, and just it'll attack you.
You know, chicken, I was sitting there thinking about you. I was thinking about, like, you know, is there a benefit to putting a bunch of overlay stuff in your stream? You are a success story, and you did it without a whole lot of stuff. So that's what I'm wondering. Yeah. Is there really a benefit? I think for me, it's just, I'm a perfectionist, like things to be so this way, that way. So, but it's nice to have like the latest follower and things like that people can see, and they can see their names and stuff like that. But overall, as long as the stream works for you, and it's working for you, son, I don't know what else that you should have to feel like you have to do.
You find some copper kopecks on the no longer undead.
Yes. Emily, when you say overlay help, are you referring to frames on your channel? That was Puppets is asking you, because Puppets can definitely help you with overlay issues. Or with sound. Definitely, I know for a fact he could help you with sound issues. But it's always nice. I mean, if you want to buff up your stream and look at P-Stabs, you know, she's got the cool TV in the, you know, on the, I can't do my right from my left, on the left of the stream, you know, and I know sometimes like when she's bringing in a game that has like a built-in overlay, that's pretty cool. And I would love to find one, I think, that had like demons or Crazy Train or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool. So, like with my screens that are hidden right now, I have the Twitch Kittens, which you can set the game inside the middle of it and stuff like that. And I think that's a neat screen. I like that overlay background as well. I've kind of got it intermixed with another one that lets me tell who's the latest follower, latest subscriber, donations, things like that. Yeah, she was working on dishes, but she's here now.
Okay, here's okay. Yeah, once again, we're not seeing
your order.
I'm not seeing like the little red dot appear, so maybe try.
You feel a chill.
And the red dot is the wraith is in there and coming.
Yeah, so it's.
But you're past him. Can't you just walk on by?
Well, this one I can't, but I think that's kind of the hint that the other one you normally see like a little red dot floating around.
Oh. Did she tear a branch down?
You feel a chill.
She took out the Christmas tree blanket that's under there?
She almost did.
Of course she did. Yes, I wanted to make an overlay a wee bit more polished. The only thing I added from Streamlabs was pixelated chat log and viewer count. The rest I had on OBS. Now that's interesting. I want to see what the answer is to that. My previous was a cut and paste hack job.
Okay, well, let's just continue wandering around. I'm just going to raise the skill up a little bit.
As long as you don't change the sound. That's the one thing we don't want to go up.
So one thing, last time I played this was kind of interesting. I found another wraith burrow I'd never found before, so that was kind of neat.
From this time? Or last time you played it?
I said last time I played it.
Okay.
You feel a chill go.
There it is. There we go.
Oh, see, there's a red dot that's...
You cast the orb.
Okay. And this is the big one we're looking for?
No. This is the one I had never found before.
Ah, gotcha.
Notice when I slow it down, you hear that the wraith made noise and stuff. This time because the speed is up.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you.
I'm a sponge trying to stuff up all the information I can. Good, that's a good thing.
Pearl-encrusted goblet, and 25 gold crowns.
Nice. Suit of plate mail armor. Nice.
Okay, armor. We haven't had new armor.
Sweet.
But we still look the same.
Yeah.
He's still wearing the same clothes, same underpants. 10 days. Maybe 11 now. Day 10. Still day 10.
Chloe's in cat jail.
Making my breakfast, brunch, lunch, so it may be delayed by responding again. No problems.
Your order?
My breakfast today was peppermint Oreo.
I feel a chill.
I had oatmeal.
Edwaith was good. He had oatmeal. I had cookies. And as he said, that's probably why you get so sick all the time. I did. I got so miserably sick. Also, my chiropractor.
Whoa!
Did it do it again?
No, I better,
Wow. You are getting...
Whoa,
no
I'm dead.
We died! Haven't had that happen in this game. Usually he's really confident, comes in, he does.
I wasn't get over there fast enough.
You can't.
Yeah, let's also do a reversal spell.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
So, reversal spell is what? Reverses the damage?
Yeah, I mean, a spell will get cast back at them. Broccoli, veggie tots, turkey bacon, egg whites.
That sounds good, except for I'm not a big fan of turkey bacon, but I like everything else that you said. See, the problem is that Edenwaith did not cook me breakfast this morning. He did so when he does not. You did not make.
Take it anyway.
I like oatmeal as long as it has brown sugar and it tastes like sweet. I'm a sweet tooth at heart, and so I do like oatmeal.
I don't bother actually with brown sugar
don't.
on mine. I just put in like cinnamon, nutmeg, and apples.
It's like having tea without any sugar in it.
I hate sugar with tea.
See, yin for each other's yang, people. That's how it all works.
Your order?
Yes, puppets. All my best work is hack and cut and paste. And that was the thing. I mean, it's what in your streams reflects your personality. I guess mine's Crazy Train. Go figure.
Okay, this
but,
is interesting. So it's
they're gone. They're sleeping.
Oh, okay, there we go. I wonder if I can sleep here. I'm just experimenting.
She likes cinnamon and raisins. I like raisins in my oatmeal. I like cinnamon, but I still like something with sugar in it.
You swear the wolf growls out something that resembles fortune teller.
Oh, we gotta go there and hurt
The
again.
wolf howls an unintelligible response. What did you expect? A lecture on canines?
Why don't you go to sleep instead of talking to the
Fire blazing in the pit.
But it doesn't work, so.
You're not going to sleep. You're going to have to sleep outside someplace. Where's the run garden?
I know where it is. So. I'll probably just sleep there tonight.
Puppets, I will be connecting with you as soon as I can sit down, maybe between laundry loads.
Oh, I think I forgot to actually search the burrow. That's good.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive.
Oh, that's good that it left
or
because I
perhaps
forgot to
more
actually
recently
search it.
from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a diamond-studded brooch, a healing potion.
Really? I didn't know that.
15
Supposedly
gold
cinnamon
crowns.
boosts metabolism, and you need all the boost you can get. Me too. I didn't know. Maybe I should have more cinnamon in my life.
You know what cinnamon's actually made out of?
No.
Tree bark.
Really?
Yeah, real cinnamon is tree bark, and it's the place where it's most exported from is the country of Sri Lanka.
Really?
There's a
I
lot
did not
of
know
probably
that.
fake stuff, but yeah, it's like this special type of like tree bark that just kind of peels off, and then they grind it up.
So where'd you find that out?
weird crap I read on the internet.
See what I mean? And now you know, people. Now you know. Did you also know that cherries are droops?
No. Yes, cherries are droops.
I remember that.
And bananas are berries.
Bananas are berries. So next time you want to grab some berries, have a banana. Now that would make more sense that watermelons are berries because they have lots of seeds.
Yes.
But I've never seen a seed in a banana.
It's in there. They're like little tiny ones. If you just cut it, there's a whole bunch in them.
So a kiwi must be a berry.
It might be.
It really puts a different thought on food when you think about it.
It's one of those just kind of weird, how do we ultimately classify certain things?
Mm-hmm.
So it's...
But they're always, it's just like animals. They're always reclassifying reclassifying food as well as reclassifying animals.
Your weapon. You can't.
Yeah, okay. Let's try this.
Yin for yang, people.
And it's delicious tree bark. Oh, let's hide.
You have to stand still.
Well, I know you would buy sticks of it and stick it in things. Oh,
well, like you said, it's kind of rolled up.
Piece of candy. What, a pomegranate would then be a berry, right? Because it has lots of seeds.
Maybe. Oh.
Okay, we'll find out. We'll go to the internet. We'll go to the source.
Is a pomegranate a berry? It
we'll
depends
ask Siri.
Depends on.
Hold on.
Don't. Siri's probably not going to be very good.
You feel a chill go.
Is a pomegranate
there we go.
a berry?
There we go.
Okay, check it out.
You're right. It didn't do a very good job of telling us what a pomegranate is, but it does say mixed berry juice. So we found a recipe for pomegranates. I want the time.
There we go.
Van, your order. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive.
It knew.
Or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers
is
less
a berry.
fortunate than you.
It's a leather-skinned berry containing many seeds.
You find a well-crafted sword and 150
Native to
gold
Africa
crowns.
50 gold crowns.
As you pick up the sword,
all right, awesome. The pomegranate tree is native.
And power. It's magical.
All right,
you
it's
also
magical.
find a scroll with mysterious letters that seem to rise
we got
and
the
shift
scroll.
under your gaze.
That is important.
At the
Don't
top
shut
is
up.
a stylized heart symbol.
I have a sound effect
A few
for that.
drops of
You
ink
won't let me
under
get
it
to it.
remind you of dried blood.
So, magical sword.
Dried blood. Anyway, pomegranate tree is native to Africa and Near East.
Theodore's sword. Nice.
Ooh, this was kind of interesting. Do you know how to say this word? The persistent calyx? Is that how you say it? Calyx?
The calyx.
At the top of the fruit, the calyx is cut away on the right fruit to show the numerous stamens. The fruit is technically a leather-skinned berry containing many seeds. I know, tell you what, entertaining conversation. Thank gosh for the internet. All in one visit. And you got 2 for the price of 1.
So, pop facts. You ever have a pop quiz in school? So one of my teachers liked to be a smart ass, and so he'd have a pop quiz. And it was about soda pop. So there'd be which pop had a little teeny guy for its mascot? Squirt.
Ha ha.
I think it must have been a long time ago because none of us remembered a little Squirt mascot or anything.
Control for a second. I don't want a sound effect. I just want to make some. I want to add some people to my auto host right here. Just click on them. Click on. Click on. Click on. There's, can you just show more? Go down. Add. Oh. Add. Thank you. Add. And I think that's it. We're good. Nope. Add. Good. Thank you. All right. I love random trivia. As a teacher, I vet lots. You're a teacher. What grade do you teach?
Or what kind of students do you teach? We're computer nerds. Computer programmer. What am I? A contract data management. So but we both have computer science degrees. We met at Montana State University. Yeah. In the computer, and he was actually 2 years ahead of me, and felt sorry for me because I am an awful programmer. But I did pass through college, got my BS in CS.
Yeah. I got the BS
where he got the
MS
in BS, CS. Tech sub, K through 12, and special education. Right? Is that
special education?
Special education? Cool. Awesome. Yes, we have our kids are all past the going to school days, but we definitely did the gamut. Sure do a special ed. Thank you. The thing messed up. So special ed, Jim, right?
No, special ed. Link.
You are flying in the very source.
You should know that. We do have a daughter that has autism.
You are filled with power and the knowledge of how to use it. You create flowers dancing around you. Trees fill their branches with magical fruit as you touch them. You dance in a circle, and the very ground itself radiates peace and harmony.
You trying to get into grad school for your MS in speech therapy?
The magic echoes around you a song of love and happiness.
I'm sure there's definitely a need for that.
Then you realize that it is not you doing this. It was someone else back in time.
My MS is in
you hear that voice calling you
business
again.
Administration with project management emphasis. So I really switched it up from computers to something different when I went for my MS.
It calls from the center
it's actually,
of the darkness,
I think it's an MA,
drawing you nearer
Master's
and nearer.
Arts. No, I'm sorry, it's an MS and BA.
Sucks at you, pulling you towards the voice
but not an MBA.
Plays all warmth and life from you. You scream!
Ah!
You awaken as the sun begins to
rise. And we can't even have a nice dream there in Arana's
garden. You wake
garden.
in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
Hi, Chloe.
Oh, now you want to be her friend.
Well, she wants the blanket.
Well, now you want the beer. Now you want the blanket.
Yep, now she wants the blanket.
There.
But now she got Mom. Whitney, go get the Christmas hat. No. Okay. Don't do it. I don't even know where it's at.
Your magical...
That'll be for later. That's when I see you tearing up the tree. We're going to put the Christmas hat of shame on you. That's what we're going to do from in the future. Whoa! There's some Santa Claus coming out. You could...
Back up. Okay, so.
So if you wanted to type something, you could
so
type there.
If you did, like.
Oh, I could have asked her. He's just learning how to use this.
So typing just in case if you're away, but
yes.
Wondering if you had to take the GRE to get into your master courses because you didn't have to take the GRE.
I did not have to take the GRE for mine. I just had the grades to get into the school. So that was lucky.
Yeah, well, with mine, it was going from the BS to the CS at the same school.
Which is,
but then I had to go take the GRE.
Right. I think that they've kind of lifted a lot of those restrictions, and of course, you were in that in the actual.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like standard university type stuff.
Online.
Yeah, you're doing the online stuff, so that might be kind of different in how they want to handle that. Yes, evil GRE. Yeah, mine end up coming down to like, well, Chad knows how to do math and logic, but apparently he's illiterate. Took it last year with the cold.
Oh,
yeah.
That's no fun.
Oh yeah, that's no fun. Yeah, I remember taking a calculus test and I was not feeling well. I was doped up on cold medicine. I think I still did okay. I think it was like only like 4 or 5 problems, and I got 4 of them correct, but one of them I bombed, so it was like 80% or something.
On
like
the
that.
GRE?
No, on the calculus test.
Oh, I was thinking about the computer science. I had discrete mathematics, and I was sick as a dog and did not know that I had strep throat, and took that test. It was on the final, like 4 o'clock, and the final day of finals there. And I came home. We were going to game. We were
going to
so
play
excited.
Diablo 2.
We had Diablo 2. We had it ready to load. We were ready to play. I came home. I said, Edith, I don't feel well. I said, I really think I need to go to the doctor. Well, we went to the emergency room. Come to find out, I had strep throat. It was knocked nearly on my ass for about a week. And also,
it's not often that one of your talent and potential comes into Moldavia.
Yeah, about 1 or 2 days
Unfortunately,
later.
I have
So
already
much for
awarded the
Diablo
laboratory
2 that we
assistant
did manage
position
to
to
play at least
Frankie.
one day of Diablo 2 during that time off between college, between semesters. But my math was barely passing. I don't know if it's high enough for competitive field. If I don't make it, I will alt for a special education teach.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a good way to
hopefully
do
it's
it,
just
too.
more of just trying to get in. One thing is, so the thing that I find kind of bizarre about the GRE, and so you get like the verbal part, and they're like, here's a bunch of words you've never seen, and we want you to try to use them or do some comparative or be able to put it into a sentence or something weird like that. And kind of the silly thing is, I read, I write a lot. I've actually been working on my novel. So, it's like I'm definitely a literate person. It's just kind of ridiculous some of the words they want you to know and be able to understand. And when I was looking for a job, it was like late last year, early this year, I had to sometimes take some similar type aptitude tests. And there was one of the words was like doing comparisons. It was like mountebank to honesty. And the only reason I know what a mountebank is because I used it in my book, which is sort of like a snake oil salesman, or like a used car salesman. So someone who'd probably not be very honest.
How do you say that? Mountebank?
Mountebank, that's how I pronounce it. So.
I don't even know what that word is.
See?
I'm serious. I've never used that.
Yeah, I mean that's the point.
He's such a real mountebank.
You really should take the
It
time
almost sounds like
to
you're making it up, doesn't it?
Here you are.
Well, that's kind of the
Here you
point, is
are.
that some of this is just ridiculous.
Let's go, Mel. Let's go. Actually, Eden Waits tapped the reins today. Ingenuity. Ingenuity, please, yes. Check out Ingenuity's One Funny and One Never Knows what will happen in his crazy streams. Want to laugh? Or in a good time? 1-800-INGENUITY.
Say hello to the...
Welcome back, my young friend.
Hello, Ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
So-
How's my baby girl? How's my sky? Okay. How's the snake?
Okay, TGG also says my first BAs are in Spanish and English, and that vocab was ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of them that I find kind of ridiculous. And I remember even things like you taking the SAT or ACT, and you'll like read this passage, and then it was like, what was the author thinking when they wrote this piece? And it's like, I don't know. I'm hungry. I wonder what's for lunch. I think I'll have a sandwich. That could be kind of valid. Versus at least math problems, you generally have like, if I do this in the correct steps, I will get this answer. And, it's fairly set, like, this is what the answer is going to be. Versus sometimes with English pieces and whatever, there can be a little more gray areas to it. Especially if you're trying to guess, what should be the main thesis of this piece or something.
Speaking of thesis, that was the worst. Mountebank. Mountebank. A person who deceives others, especially in order to trick them out of their money. A charlatan. A trickster, a confidence trickster, a fraud, a fraudster. So now you know the word of the day, people, is mountebank.
Like I said, I pretty much used car salesman, and We've seen a few
Hey, but
that
there's
were
some
kind of
good car salesman.
Yeah, if it's new cars.
Yes. Tell the story. That was a funny one. Hello, Zombie Squirrel.
Zombie Squirrel.
How was your trip? Are you home now? Happily home? Resuming your life from your family vacation up in Tennessee? And can you do a quick shout out for Zombie Squirrel? I don't know if the mods are still on or not. We need one for Ingenuity. We have Edenwaith doing his mod duties for once. So, one for Ingenuity, one for Zombie Squirrel. Okay, hello, welcome. Okay, so Ingenuity has been playing Ori and the Blind Forest. You're back on that one again, huh? And Zombie Squirrel hasn't been playing any game, but she is a newer streamer, and eventually, once she has a more robust PC system or laptop, she will be streaming. So we'll be on the lookout for her.
Okay. Anyway, Tangled says, as an English grad, BS way through author's meaning as a reader, it will change with your own life perspective. I always thought it was kind of odd that, like, English grads get a BA instead of a BS, because it seems like that's probably what you should do. With like, what do you do with your paper you had to write? Well, I just BS'd my way through it.
Well, it's a BA as in Bachelor of Arts,
yes,
Literature and Arts.
Yes, I know that. You're missing the point of the joke.
I missed the joke. I have a BS and CS to tell me what MS is.
Yeah. So you just can't always BS your way through a computer program like
No.
you forgot a semicolon somewhere, and so it's not going to compile. It's not like saying, oh, I'm writing my paper and I forgot the Oxford comma, and so the teacher wasn't able to read anything past it. Sorry, you only got 30% on your paper.
BAS with a lot of BS and a high. Well, when you're doing discrete mathematics, then it's a total BS. And I know Newtonian interpolation, which I will never use in my career, in my entire life. So talk about BS.
Yeah, I got a degree in creative writing. So, Zombie Squirrel, do you have any recommendations for good resources or books or anything like that, and how one would try to learn how to write and construct a novel? So, like, I've been working on my current novel for a very long time. I've been participating in NaNoWriMo for the last couple of years, which has really helped get it, a lot more words. And right now I'm up to about 88,000 words, so I'm trying to shoot for about 100,000 words for the first draft. But there's definitely things kind of like, what's maybe a better way to try to approach it? But it's definitely interesting reading other people talking about trying to write. Like you sit there and stare at the screen for hours and you write one word or something like that. All right, that's one. And there definitely are times like that. Yeah, mine is also in creative and Spanish culture. Neat.
When I was at college, I took Native American culture, and it was fascinating. I just love learning about other countries. And like in my high school yearbook, one of the things they said is, this is the person who wants to travel and stuff. I didn't do much, but I did make it to Germany and stuff like that. But but he's the writer, and I don't know what I am. I'm just a sidekick.
It's a garlic souffle, Moldavian style.
Yeah, just right about anything. Yeah, it's especially my high school years. I did a lot of creative writing. That's the thing that's so ironic, that then I take the GRE and I didn't do nearly as well, or at least not comparatively against my logic and math scores. It was definitely a lot lower. But then it was like, well, I read and wrote a ton in high school. I even wrote an entire book and a lot of short story. I was the president of the Creative Writing Club. So, that's kind of the part that's sort of ironic about it all. But yeah, it's definitely did a lot of writing. Sometimes, though, it can be difficult. But the thing that's been kind of nice is reading through the first chapter of my book last night. It's like, this actually isn't too bad. So it's good, because when I finished my first book and I hand wrote it out and then I typed it into a computer, and then once I had that finally done, I then started typing, or started editing and proofreading it again and realized this is a piece of junk. But at least it was still a great exercise and really cool to be able to say, like, I've written a book.
Lau, when I get block, I just change the topics and I work on something else for a bit. I've had a longer story that I wanted to turn into a novel forever, but the plot bunnies won't bite. And if you find a local group of writers to help that workshop with, that's a good idea. And you do that with your computers. You have that local club that you're part of. So that's also a good idea. And Tango Girl, or Emily, I've loved it and lived in Spain for 10 months to live in Spanish culture. Mel, you are the support, cheerleader, comforter. Everyone needs a supporter. Well, I also draw, though, and I do have my own creativity. He's more of a man of many different trades, and I get a little bit more isolated, and also I'm the family gamer, which I don't know if you should put that on my tombstone or not, but that's really true. I am the family gamer. I ran into a lady at the restaurant I work at, and they said they have a group that meets at the library every week. So there you go. That's a good idea.
The place where I used to work, they actually did have a sign for a group that would meet like once a week or once a month or something like that. But I don't work at that place anymore, so
I think support systems like groups and I was talking to Canadian Kitty because she wants to be she has a degree in wildlife conservation, and I said one of the key things I think to getting where you want to go is to find a group that enhances your current hobby or your desire. So networking, meeting people, coffee shops, bars, libraries have groups that meet sometimes. And I mean, I'm a big reader, and so I was in a book club, things like that really can help to keep bouncing ideas off of other people. I'm going to eat and switch this to the PS4. In-person groups are great, but in a pinch, online support groups also help. They do.
So I participate in like programming groups and stuff like that. I'm an iOS developer, so I work on a lot of apps for the iPhone and iPads.
Your danger sense tingles slightly as you enter.
Ooh, we are in the castle.
No, crypt.
Oh, we're in the crypt.
You find nothing.
Well, we can, yeah.
Okay.
But it's also,
yeah. Where's my phone?
It's like trying to find your other glove, and it's on your hand. You're holding the other one. Where's my missing glove?
Yeah.
Although this coffin does look like a door, there is no response to your knock. It may be just as well. A small key.
I think it's funny. We do have like
After
different
the dark
interests, but
passage
we
for several
really
minutes,
do connect when
you
it
come
comes
out-
to music, games, a lot of stuff like that. 20-some years.
Let's see. Do I have anything for the castle?
So yeah, Kira had a giant meal yesterday. It sounds like it. You said like a month before. You should take pictures and send them in. I don't mind. Like I told you, my cousin has the 2 snakes. We were figuring out all the reptiles that she has, and she has
Carefully
tons.
oil the doors.
Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised. She has a spider sometime. Well, that's not a reptile, but I wouldn't be surprised. And she has a menagerie that's quite interesting. But yeah, I didn't know. I did know that they have a really slow digestive system.
You don't see any sign of
life. But I
life.
didn't know there was a difference between, like, if a snake is a boa or a corn snake or whatever. And so I didn't know exactly how long. You said that some of the snakes, they digest right away. And then other ones, it just depends on the species how fast things work.
And some it depends, like if they got their big meal, then they're good for a little while.
You carefully oil.
The boa is 7 feet long. Is that what you told me?
Peering through the
He's a ball python and a boa. The boa is like 7 feet long and eats frozen guinea pigs.
Likely knock on the
Nobody has a
door.
guinea pig. I know, it's so sad. But really, it is the nature of life. We are talking about a kid. Sorry. I'm talking to Ingenuity. Him and I DM, and we talked about
the family crest of the
snake
Borgos
being
holds a
fed
commanding position
yesterday.
over the room.
Not a kid, but a boa.
This statue
and
depicts a man holding
now
a
she's
long
good for a month.
Either the boy out
Oh,
at the
see,
maze is a monkey,
Emily has
or he'd
a
like to
corn
walk on the
snake.
mountain.
Would only eat once
Statue
every
depicts
1 or
a
2
stately-looking
weeks.
older gentleman.
What do you
His
feed a corn
expression
stick?
and
Like
features
a
give you the
small
impression of
mouse or
great
something?
nobility.
Frozen mice, right?
The
Now they're a
statue
lot
depicts a
smaller,
stately-looking
though, of a
older
snake, so I
gentleman.
imagine you're going to feed it a full-blown
A
guinea
huge
pig or
fireplace
something like that.
provides warmth and light.
Thank
to
you
the
so
great
much for the shout-out for Ingenuity,
small
Cherry
table at
Pie.
one end of the room implies that someone had been trimming
The
the dinner.
pythons
An ornate
need
rug
live-
decorates the floor and helps
live
keep some of the warmth from the
Frozen
fireplace
was
in the room.
easier. I did live a couple times. It scared me. I don't have it anymore. Okay, so you got rid of your corn snake, but live animals. There you go.
An ornate rug decorates the floor.
Are
and
they
helps
more aggressive? Okay, so Ingenuity, Emily,
The main
are they
doors are
more
securely-
aggressive when the animal is
can't afford to
live
take this.
and you're trying to put it into their tanks or cage?
That looks like a bust of
Oh, wait,
Goya von
so you knew what I
Beethoven,
meant. It's a
the
myth.
famous warrior
Okay.
composer.
Portos ate Pinky Mice babies, and that's why I hated. Aw. Yeah,
This
I
statue
don't think.
depicts
I
a
mean, we
warrior.
had the turtles.
His
We had
visage
2
is
red-eared
proud and
spiders,
noble.
frickin' frack, and
This statue,
they we would give
the
them
statue of a young warrior, helps to
goldfish,
guard the
feeder
stairs.
fish when we would go on
The
vacation.
statue of a young-
and it was like a bloodbath.
There is a door at the
in
top of the
there.
stairs.
All of a sudden, these 2 omnivores went nuts for the goldfish and no gold. But if the goldfish survived the days we were gone, it was still in the tank when we came back. We figured it deserved to live, so we had a separate fish tank for those goldfish,
Yeah.
and they went in there instead.
Yeah, we had a goldfish that lived pretty decent life, and then you thought it was dead because I think it started floating on its back, and it was like, oh no, wait, it's still alive. But I think it was on its last day, and then it did finally die a day later, and then our cat Sky then passed away about another day or 2 later after that. So
Yeah, the goldfish
not a
and the
good
cat
week.
were connected together.
Yeah. Well, we knew the cat was having her problems because she was losing a lot of weight and she had a bad case of who knows-itis.
Yeah.
That the vet had noticed that she was losing weight, so we were trying to, get ahead of it, but they never really figured out exactly what was going on. Just seemed like her body was, consuming itself, and so she got down to like about 4 pounds or something. And
That's horrible.
Yeah, at her heaviest, she was probably close to around 11 pounds.
Yeah. So let's see. Portos ate Pinky Mice babies. That's why I hated feeding live. Yeah, pinkies are hard to feed, and they nuzzle my hand against the snake, and the dumb snake would eat butt first, but not always strangling for.
Carefully
Oh my
oiled.
God! See, that's what I fear. That's
Well, you can hear a
I've heard that you could do frozen. They're dead.
That would be
There's
a bad
no,
idea.
it's like a piece of chicken. All right, you feed it, but they have something screaming at the top of its lungs, and it's in pain and
The
trauma.
window looks over the castle.
It's like, I don't know. We had the mice down in the basement when the cats would chase after them and they would try to tear off their heads and stuff like that. But before they did, every once in a while, you'd hear like squeals coming from the animal. So sitting there, like handing it to the animal is one thing. That would be, just for me, I don't. Interesting. So, Emily, if they eat it backwards, it
sense no
means
magic.
it's a smidge small. So they want the backwards because the haunch is more big. So
Got
they
the chest
is
open,
that
but
what you're
set up
saying,
an
Ingenuity? He knows a lot about it. He's had his snakes. The boa for 3 years, and I'm not sure how long you've had the python ball python. I don't think we talked about how long. I thought maybe because he was hand raised on frozen. So that's a possibility too.
Finally, the wraith vanishes
vanishes.
under the force of your onslaught. Its ties to this world severed
at last.
It's a massive iron-bound chest.
Let's see what we got.
In the chest, you find a small flask labeled healing.
Nice that it was open.
And 25.
Oh, I unlocked it. It was booby trap.
Pretty nice for a few minutes' work.
Oh, they usually eat the head first, only because the ass end would be too big to get the grip right, so they eat the head first. That kind of makes sense when you think about it. That makes sense. Yes, you learn all kinds of things on my stream.
Useful.
That's fascinating things. When you think about it,
Your order has it.
They get the shoulders down.
That didn't do anything useful.
And that's why a snake can't eat a human, because our shoulders are way too oddly shaped compared to their food
That didn't
source.
do anything.
You had your snake for 11 years, from the size of a pencil to 5 foot, moved and couldn't keep him. Aw. Yeah, we had to get rid of our turtles when we moved from Illinois to here. Yeah. We couldn't. They wouldn't have traveled well.
Yeah, it's like last time we had done a major move, it was 3 hours. But trying to say moving, halfway across the country, that's definitely far more difficult. And same with, fortunately, our cat Sky, she passed away before we moved. I mean, otherwise that would have really been hard on her, being so sick. So
yeah, we didn't think that we were going to be able to take those turtles with us, or even the cat for that matter. So
the other cats we made it through. One cat does not ride well, and she throws up within a few minutes of getting in a car. So we actually had to go to a vet to get some special medicine, which then you threw out, and I ended up having to try to search through the
during
trash.
The move. Put your stuff that you're going to have in a separate place. That's Mel's words of advice for if you're going to move. Put your stuff and you have pets that need special medicine, put it in a special place, and don't put it in a box that somebody thinks might be garbage, because then they threw it out. Like, where'd that bag go? It was a brown paper bag. It didn't have anything in it. No, it had the cat's meds. So
No, I think you thought it was like an expired medicine or something, so you threw it out, and I ended up getting
who knows? The method to my madness amazes myself sometimes. You've been talking to people that breed and raise snakes for 30 plus years. I'm full of knowledge of this subject, not the myth shit. That's Tangled. I don't know why I keep doing this. Her name is Tangled Gamer Girl, but she said we could call her Emily, and she's a new streamer, Ingenuity. So, and she plays a lot of retro games, kind of like what I do on Sundays. So if you want to check her out, give her a follow. Ingenuity is fun. His streams are crazy. When he streams, his streams are crazy. It's like, as I said, 1-800-CALL Ingenuity. And you never know if you might get a nipple rub or two on the stream. And that's all I can say about Ingenuity's crazy streams. The music in the background, though, is definitely trying to find a creative handle. I have Rapunzel long hair and love the movie Tangled. Nice. Thank you so much for following her, Ingenuity, and I hope that, Emily, that you will also return all these people. They're wonderful. Just check them out. If you know how to host people, that's a really good way to also get more involved in the streaming community, is just to host them as well. Yes, and your channel is a nipple rubbing club. And you gave me crap about playing Leisure Suit Larry. And you know what? Ingenuity? You missed the Scrunicorn part of that. You may want to catch that little piece of the VOD. It's at the end. You did give me crap. Those type of games are me.
Okay, I got 11.
Hey, I play all kinds of games. Variety streamer here. RPGs, Metros, Retros.
A few drops
PS4,
of oil run down the door.
You name it. I'm all over them.
You feel a strong sense of sorrow. It's as white as a sheet. Perhaps it's the ghost of some poor benighted soul who fell to his death while trying to take in the lawn.
Don't let that happen to you, Tangle Gamer Girl. Don't fall down the steps. Do your lunch.
The ghost's only
I've lost track of the game you're playing because the community and the chat
You
is
sense
so
no
lively.
magic in this area. You shiver as the ghost passes through you. A cold chill remains behind.
I aim to please. He pleases to aim. Aim, please.
Well, right now I'm wandering around in a castle. Fortunately, it's daytime, so it's a little less lively.
You carefully oil the door hinges to prevent revealing squeaks.
There you go. John Rhys Davies on command.
He's great.
He is great.
Peering through the keyhole, your reversals, you shiver.
Over and over again.
So does the ghost bother you at all? Or not
Just
really?
kind of there for... Boom.
Kablooey!
Aw.
You got the chest open, but set off an explosion in the process. The chest was trapped.
Ooh, it's a trap.
Take 15 crowns from a pouch in the safe. The safe also contains several papers and some old clothes, but they have deteriorated with age and are worthless. So you leave them.
So did we get injured when it went
Yeah, we
kablooey?
were too close, unfortunately.
You take 6 kopecks that you find loose in the cabinet.
Well, you're all about the money, but you don't buy anything. So what the hell?
buy avocado
Cabinet is empty.
sandwiches.
Safe.
That can't be more than a couple kopecks. So what are you walking around
Cabinet is
with
empty.
like thousands of dollars worth of
You
gold?
don't find any...
I think you're trying to compensate for something.
To pay some loans. Oh, wow. 315 crowns.
You're so welcome. And there's more probably as they check you out. Thank you. She thanked us for following Cherry Pie.
Carefully oil
for
the
sending
doors,
Cherry
slightly
Pie
rusty
ingenuity, and I'm
hinges.
checking her way for follows.
You're certainly welcome.
Carefully...
You're most certainly welcome. This is a
All you can
very
hear-
welcoming community. I'm
don't
part of
see
the Not
any-
Real Streamers. You might want to check
Door
them
hinges.
out as well. And Twitch Kittens is also.
Careful.
I'm a fairly supportive streamer, so glad to have you to the community. Yes, we are. We have room, long arms, reach around the world and grab
careful.
everybody in it.
Except the Fortnite players.
No, Fortnite players are invited.
Peering through the keyhole,
There are some wonderful Fortnite players that are very fun to watch.
I've never played it. I watched a little bit and like, doesn't interest me.
Yes, there are
Running
definitely.
around and shoot.
It's
people.
not for everybody,
Careful.
but there's Terry Don. He's fun as hell. I love to watch Terry.
you don't see any...
And there's Eternal Gaming, another one.
Tell us what you think, Ingenuity.
Ingenuity, be nice.
The cabinet is empty.
I know you meant fairly, but I like
Fine.
fairies too.
Kevin?
Fairy support.
So you got like your wings on and a little halo maybe.
The cabinet
Well,
is empty.
I could see Ingenuity wearing something like that.
Maybe get like those little molded ears or something like that.
Oh my god, too funny. Too funny. Let me know when you're ready to call the stream because we
Probably
can
soon.
wrap it up and we're gonna take you guys to a very special person. And he's, oh my god, talk about funny. Hopefully he's still on, but he is. Shh. Don't make me wear a sailor uniform on stream. But some girls like sailors. Hey, sailor.
Donald Duck wore like, you know, part of it. He had a hat and a shirt,
That's right.
but no pants.
You carefully
Yes.
oil...
It was always cold in Donald's world because he never had any pants on.
You don't see any...
Puppet said no pants.
And then Mickey had like no shirt but had pants or something.
So they
That would be
needed
a
to
bad
get
idea.
together.
Some-
You need to get a new seamstress. Oh, I can sit down and rest for
Puppets, you act like I wear pants. I'm not wearing pants right now. Are you kidding?
Film 11!
Why do you think Edenwaith keeps getting up?
He has big balls in it.
After some rest,
Well, his most certainly his creator did. Yes, Twitch, the only place where you can actually talk to people and not have pants on. Oh, Skype too. Be a work interview and all you have on is the shirt and the tie.
250 years of Boyard
no
ledgers and
pants.
first-grade writing samples.
Tangle camera girl kills it. Camera shoulders up. It's like some commercial that I think it was probably something you're trying to watch something on Twitch, and so you see the dude like. Yeah, he's looking like he's just at the conference and he's still in his boxers or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. See, nobody knows the difference.
If it wasn't for this camera, you wouldn't know I was actually secretly a dog, that can type or something.
Yeah, for all we know, maybe he's a scruticorn under.
Carefully. You don't see any movement through the keyhole.
Okay.
Or
I
like,
think you hear movement from the bottom of the stairs.
What's the ones with the little ears, the little fawns? They don't wear pants. They have a shirt
a satyr?
on. A satyr, yeah.
Like Pan in King's Quest 4?
Yes, exactly. I don't wear makeup. Never have. I mean, not that I never have.
You sense danger at the bottom of the stairwell. Maybe it has something to do with
doesn't
two
care.
goons guarding the lower
He's
door.
seen me at my worst, my best. Now you guys see me at my worst and my best.
He looks like someone with whom you really don't want to tangle. He's mean, he's tough, he's a goon.
Is his name Ingenuity?
Actually,
his probably name is Bladed Eclipse.
There are those two huge goon guards down at the bottom. Are you sure this is such a good time to head down the stairs?
Probably not, but we live dangerously after all.
This is definitely boring. Hey, Dungeons is always gone.
No, I just don't.
Gone.
No, I don't take
why
it as a
got
cut
a
on
dungeon
me
when
at
there's
all.
no one in
there. I just
We
put
got
effort
to
elsewhere.
got
I like it
something,
much
don't we?
more than I
Else
should.
we don't got the
My
job.
youngest daughter is all about makeup.
well,
she
it's
makeups
still
her whole
boring.
face. I may or may not have gotten suckered into wearing makeup for two really cute ladies when you were younger. You may or may not. Pics. We have to see pics to know if you did or did not Ingenuity.
Maybe it's the type of thing that's best that there aren't.
There might be best that, yeah. I remember the campfire story there, Ingenuity. We had one night where we sometimes do talking,
the
just
is
like
really something, ain't
in
she?
real life talking, Emily. So
I
we
even
get a
liked the
bunch of
kid.
stories.
Shame
We had
they
one
keep her
night
all
where
the
we
way
talked
on the
about our
other side of the
famous
kids.
drunk stories, and they were
Yeah.
funny. They were a hoot. We'll have to do that again someday.
Looks at us.
My mother doesn't wear any and is naturally beautiful too.
You
Great
got
genetics,
it. That
plus
guy give
personalities
me
outshine.
the creeps.
Well, did you see that he's wearing eyeshadow? He's not.
I don't even know if
He's got a bra underneath, but
There's something strange about the volumes of Tobin's Spirit Encyclopedia.
He says yin for yang.
subtitled
I put up
To
with
Pass
her.
Beyond the Veil on these shelves.
I nursed you back to health.
He nursed me back to health. He really did, guys. He really did.
No, this puzzle's way
He
too
took
easy. Let's make it more
good. Sharing is caring.
There's something strange.
Still do. Yeah, let's
We've been going 5 hours. I'm still
The
going.
snow. The
But once the stream ends, it's all down. All the energy, all the excitement is all down. Ingenuity was on his deathbed about a month ago. He does not need a goal.
You hear.
want to share a cold? That's not generally the type of thing you want.
There's something strange.
He was on his near deathbed. He definitely does not need a goal. And then what'd you do? Pass it on to me? No, obviously what you had I did not have, and we did not have it. See, what if you didn't know? Then you just point and click until you find the right pattern?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the fun little things. Like, once again, one of the things I like about this was one of the co-creators, Corey Cole, had also worked on the Dr. Brain games. And so they had a couple of those types of little puzzles thrown in, especially with Dr. Cranium, a couple of things like the Borgov crypt puzzle, and even that was like, figure out what to type and to be able to get through it.
Exactly. Yeah, but I was carrying No, I'm Good. Kids haven't passed it on to me yet. Avoid sick kids like the plague.
Well, that doesn't work. That doesn't
you're
help.
A teacher.
Yeah, that doesn't help
yeah.
if you're there too. So a lot of that stuff.
All the coughing and touching.
Carefully.
I think else
germs on their hands.
Fire to keep
rubbing their nose
ashes
on their
to
shirts.
ashes and all that, but are you really in such a hurry to go out like a light?
Yeah. Well, I think it also depends on your school, like how.
You catch a brief glimpse of the elusive.
Okay.
If they have Kleenex.
How persistent they are, and like if somebody's even slightly sick, if they send them home, or I've had 6-year-olds cough in my face as I'm talking.
I'm nodding my head, yes.
You sense
Mom, I don't feel so good. Could you have made it to the toilet, by God?
The batters seem to be flying in more relaxed patterns now.
Yeah, I barely leave my house and I almost freaking died. That's
that
very, very true.
Oh, nice.
He sent me DMs and I told him to get his ass to the hospital.
Carefully
get to
oil
the doctor.
door hinges.
I live in low-income public schools and work in the same. Yeah. So that sometimes those kids don't, the parents don't have the resources to purchase. There's a difference between purchasing Kleenex or purchasing food for the family or supplies. But still, it just is what it is.
The cabinet is empty.
You probably just have to have the pump antiseptic and constantly wash your hands all the time.
Yeah. Not even schools. What do they have, and do they have enough funding?
Carefully
it seems
oil
like
the
there's
door.
always issues with enough money being available. So,
but I have wonderful and great respect for teachers, and I thank you. Because I know that is a very hard, especially being a special education. And we have the daughter that has autism and went through the school system.
Carefully.
That we know how hard it is.
Don't make an ass of yourself.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
To call it, to save it? How much more do we have?
Okay, we're back to the game now.
Okay. How much more do you think we have now? One more? Or can we, what do you want to do?
What do you mean?
One more stream?
Oh, easily.
Really? Okay.
Maybe even a couple.
Well,
we're starting to get starting to wrap up things. I mean, this is an RPG, and I mean, if you want to grind, you can certainly do so, but I probably should tone down the skill again. So that makes the fighting easier, is at least not having the skill as high.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, unless you want to grind and stuff like that, and the fighting is not quite as necessary in this game. I mean, you obviously do.
Tab for me. I just said enough to see if it's still on. Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna bring a nice raid. Okay, all right. So we are gonna. Did you get it saved?
Yeah, I got the game saved.
So and shut it.
So there's still a couple. Yeah, I would say there's probably at least another 2 sessions we can do here. So we're starting to get there. I mean, like, if we take a look at our inventory, we have, I think, we have 5 of the rituals. I think I'm trying to think. We have about all that we need. Mm-hmm. There might be one more still.
Okay.
But we have most of the rituals now. So we just need to kind of start kicking off the next big section of the game. And that's, I won't say maybe the last leg, but there's still at least a couple of last big issues. So.
Oh, thank you so much for hosting me. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's go ahead and you can just get it minimized, or get the music off is all I want.
Yeah.